Yo, it's me, your boy Monkey Too High, and today we're gonna watch a video. It's called Bethesda's Many Scandals. And if in case you don't know who's Bethesda is, it's a very famous gaming company. If you ever played any of the Elder Scrolls series or the Fallout series, that's basically them. They were the ones that popularize it. And the guy whose name is Todd Howard, and he's very well known in the gaming community. He's very well known for the wrong reasons, really, because he's just a notorious liar. Like really, like he promised a lot of shit when what was it when Oblivion, yeah, Oblivion. When they first released Oblivion, he promised so much shit. Like he said, like there's gonna be like 30 or 50 or multiple different endings, but it wasn't like that. And like I said, there's more to it, but that's the one that sticks out to me the most because it was just a blatant lie. And we're gonna watch this by a guy named ManyKudos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm I'm curious about this. So yeah, you know what? Enough talk. Let's go.
Bethesda. Just the name alone evokes feelings of epic quests, grand worlds, and Wayne Gretzky hockey. Ever since Skyrim made me fail all of my
Wait, hold on. Wayne Gretzky? Are you serious? No way.
exams in my last year of high school, which was not my fault, by the way, I've wanted to get even with old Todd. These are the many scandals of Bethesda.
Oh boy.
In March of 2006, Oblivion would jostle onto the scene with an aged 13 plus T for teen rating, although it wouldn't take long for that to change. Desperate to get away from the radioactive sewage runoff world that was Morrowind, Bethesda invested millions of dollars into discovering colours other than brown and brown grey. And the game was a smash hit as a result. Although the people still seem to be suffering from the effects of radioactive sewage.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, the amount of awful customizations. God, it was just so horrible, man. It was just so bad. Jesus Christ. I mean, they made the remaster of it, right? They made the remaster, made the graphics more better, but it's still the same buggy ass game from years ago. You know, nothing new really. It's just the graphics are up to date, really. But other than that, that's it. Uh,
4 days after the game's release, the modding community did what the modding community does,
of
and
course.
released a mod that removed the bras from certain female races. While this is so predictable that it's practically its own speedrunning category at this point, what made this interesting is that the nude textures were already on the disc. In the process of trying to create a nude skin for Oblivion, I found Bethesda had done all the work for me. They just covered it up with underwear afterwards. Oh, and in case you're worried about this guy being a perv, he didn't do this because of his porn addiction. He did this for America. I do this because I hate government slash society slash whatever.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say. Okay.
Forcing companies to protect our innocent population from seeing these evil, dirty things 50% of them possess personally anyway. Not because I'm trying to turn it into a porn game. For whatever reason, the base models of certain female races were textured complete with luscious pepperoni nips and were simply covered up with a bra model after the fact. Since there's no way to remove your character's bra in-game, and therefore no way to access your character's pink bits, surely this wouldn't affect the game's rating, right? Only a year prior, the infamous hot coffee controversy went and freaking occurred. And so the puritanical public and
Oh god, I remember this, man. I remember playing San Andreas, man. That was such a great game. It was, to me, it was probably one of the best GTA games ever. I mean, really, it really is and was. I mean, it still is the greatest GTA game ever. You can just go play it, man. It's just really amazing. I'll tell you what though, I hated that one mission. Actually, no, there was a couple, but the one mission I hated was that airplane one. The airplane mission. God, I hated that mission so damn much. I really do. And there was also another mission that involves with the driving lessons. Dear Lord, man. But no, to me personally, it was the airplane one. You know, that was the most frustrating game. Most frustrating mission. That's what I meant to
The
say.
ESRB now had a laser focus on video style games. If you don't know about the GTA San Andreas hot coffee controversy, I'd highly recommend watching my friend Doplex's video for the full story. With this still fresh in the mind of gamers everywhere, some of them expressed their concerns in the comments of Oblivion's nude mod. Don't recreate hot coffee. I give you all one. I appreciate your work, but be afraid of the oppressive game companies. Nice work finding this. Though, given the controversy surrounding things like the hot coffee mod and the amount of near pornographic user mods in the Sims series, I'm surprised Bethesda would just leave this in. Sure enough, this drew the attention of the Eye of Sauron ratings board. They clarified that no game's rating would change as a result of unofficial third-party modifications, which I'm sure Bethesda was thankful for when they saw that child murder mod for Skyrim. However, since the nude content for Oblivion was technically on the disc and only used third-party mods to access it, they would still be penalized. Given that the effort required for a 14-year-old to search, locate, download, and install a nude mod is infinitely more than just Googling, real free naked girl boobs, I still think it's a ridiculous rule.
I mean, yeah, you could do that too. I mean, the fact they're trying really hard on the just the game itself. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. That is. But yeah, no, yeah, no, the hot coffee thing, yeah, that was just crazy, man. I do remember that. I remember it vividly. I remember like senators, they were just like losing their shit. Like, are you telling me they're sexing games? I don't want that. It's like, dude, calm your fucking tits, all right, man. It's just a game. No, you don't understand. It's putting on American chili. It's like, dude, just chill out, all right, man? Just chill.
I guess you have to draw the line somewhere. It turns out that the game's nudity was just the tip of the Dickberg. While reinvestigating the game for loose titties, the ESRB discovered that the gore in the final version of the game was much more graphic than the screenshots and descriptions that Bethesda had supplied them for review. What Bethesda had originally disclosed to us, as an example, in that section of the game, there is a hanging corpse. What they disclosed to us was a hanging corpse in the dark, pretty far away, and without much detail. And yet, when you bring a torch up to the hanging corpse in the actual game, you can see that it's very mutilated with lots of blood and bones. That was a very different depiction, far more intense, far more extreme than what had been disclosed to us. Bethesda ultimately bent the knee. We will not contest the ESRB's decision to re-rate the game as mature, nor will we change the game's content to keep a teen rating. They noted that there are no topless characters anywhere in the game, and that nobody at Bethesda even knows what a breast looks like. They would also be patching the game in order to remove all of the unused nude textures so that they couldn't make their way into the hands of those nefarious libertarian modders, despite their modders getting them in hot water.
Yeah, modders, they're still gonna do it either way. They're still gonna do it. Also, I almost forgot, I didn't know about this scandal. I know about the paid mods one, which that was so frustrating to hear that what was it? It was during the whole Skyrim, the Skyrim debacle. Yeah, no, they were trying to get paid mods to players, and it was just, dude, it was like the most dumbest shit ever. Like, dude, no, fuck you, man. I ain't paying you fucking like $15, $20, or $35 for just one single sword that does like X amount of damage, or it has like X amount of defense. It's like, no, dude, no. That's, you fucking crazy? I'm not paying for that shit. No.
Bethesda would later look for a way to help them, but mostly themselves, as we saw when they introduced.
Yeah, here it is.
Bethesda games are known for three things: their bugs, and their mod support. Even if Bethesda releases the biggest piece of shit known to man, you can bet on modders filling all the cracks and removing all the bras within days of it dropping. The mod community is lively, beloved, and most...
Yeah, no, it's still going on to this day, man. It really is. I mean, like, what is it? There's like a couple of YouTubers that still do, Skyrim reviews because there's so much mods out there. It's ridiculous. And that's what I love about Skyrim too, just the amount of mods you can put in. But not only that, what I love about it is the amount of freedom that you have with the game. Like the amount of character creation, the different builds you do. That was just so awesome, man. I mean, I beat the game I think I played it so many times, and I beat the game almost like 5 times with the different like classes, and it's like I said, it's just you get lost into it. I love the game, and I wish there were kind of like Skyrim like games like that, because it was just so phenomenal, man. Just wandering, just doing shit, and just discovering shit by accident, just because you just wander off. There's not much games in my head that has that feeling. I mean, kind of a little bit with Cyberpunk for me, a little bit, but nah, Skyrim just takes it on a whole different level. I can't really explain it, but yeah.
Most importantly, free. Still, many mod creators spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours improving these games by letting you create hot elf women with penises. Bethesda and Valve figured that it was only fair that these guys had the option for compensation. And of course, Bethesda and Valve would get to skim a little bit off.
By compensation, that means how about you get paid, but we get like a lot more than you. Like, you guys get only like chump change. We get like the big bucks. About that, bucko. Yeah, that's basically that's basically that's basically Bethesda's the strat, really. Like I said, Bethesda's just a bunch of greedy bastards. Man.
The top. And by a little, I mean 75%. In April of 2015.
Oh, wait, 75%. Okay, that I did not know. That is crazy. I did not know that.
Valve announced that mod creators now had the option to charge for their mods on the Steam Workshop. The Steam Workshop has always been a great place for discovering community-made mods, maps, and items for a variety of games. Starting now with the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the Workshop is also a great place for community content creators to earn money by selling their greatest works. This new feature allows mod authors to choose whether to list their items for a fixed price, for pay what you want, or to make their item available for free. The initial response from players was not good. The piracy subreddit was created immediately following the announcement and became the fastest growing non-default subreddit of that day. Surprisingly, taking something that was always free and charging for it out of the blue doesn't exactly inspire consumers to biff handfuls of green dollars at you. But it turns out this would only be the start of their problems. With the promise of a paycheck looming overhead, some devs fell victim to the insidious tactics of modern gaming, and it wasn't long before the Steam Workshop was flooded with paid early access mods. Some devs even took cues from mobile gaming, which is like taking financial advice from a toothless crack addict who's fallen asleep in a bush. These devs uploaded their mods for free, only for there to be pop-ups in-game which remind you about the full paid version. This mod in particular has a 4% chance anytime you cast a spell for a pop-up to appear. I can't even think of anything funny to say about
wait, are you serious? Bro, I did not know that. That's insane. Dude, I'll be pissed off if that shit pops up, man. God damn, man.
It's like a 4chan green text about the greediness of game devs. Even if this is the reality we're stuck with, the revenue split seems to contradict the messaging about how mod developers deserve to be compensated for their time. Valve would receive 30%, Bethesda 45%, with the mod creator receiving the remaining 25%. After a few days of heavy backlash, Bethesda threw their 2 cents in and then took 45% back. They even made mention of the Oblivion scandal from before. Modding is one of the reasons Oblivion was re-rated from T to M, costing us millions of dollars. While others in the industry went away from it, we pushed more towards it. In our early discussions regarding Workshop with Valve, they presented data showing the effect paid user content had had on their games, their players, and their modders. All of it hugely positive. They showed quite clearly that allowing content creators to make money increased the quality and choice that players had. They asked if we would consider doing the same. It's an interesting debate. On one hand, players have grown accustomed to decades of free mods, which can drastically increase the shelf life of any game.
More racism and Wilhelm. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, no, like some of these modders, man, no, they make great mods. Like they really do. And at the same time, you know, you're gonna like put it in front of a paywall. I mean, it's kind of like shitty. If it's like been there, if it's like free for the longest time, why is it now put a price tag on it? You know, I hate that shit. I really do. I mean, if it was free like from the absolute beginning, why fucking change it? But you know, but I'm not Bethesda, man, because Bethesda is just a greedy company, man.
Given game. On top of that, adding a monetary incentive to anything will inevitably attract scammers, grifters, and anyone looking to make a quick buck to a hobby
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's actually a good point there, right? Yeah, scammers and everything. Yeah, no, that's actually a great point. Yeah.
Previously ran on pure passion. On the other hand, passion doesn't pay rent. So it only makes sense that these mod developers would want to be compensated for the massive amount of time and effort that they put into these projects.
Yeah, and I don't really blame them. I mean, they should get paid. I understand, like, it's their passion, but you know, you can't like put a roof over your head without getting without getting paid. I understand that, you know.
Adding a monetary incentive could also attract more talented people who can now justify spending more time in order to create high quality mods. Gary Newman himself would weigh in on the situation. In case you don't know, Gary created Gary's Mod, arguably the most famous mod with arguably the most boring name. A lot of the craziness seems to come from the thought that no one will ever release their mods for free. That makes no sense. Some stuff won't be worth charging for. If a mod takes 10 seconds to make and someone wants to charge $10 for it, then they won't sell any copies because it's not worth it. This is how the market balances itself. Some mod developers express their dissatisfaction with the outcry and the implication that gamers were heavily against supporting the people who had given them so much content for free. I started publishing mods 2 years ago. Since my first mod was released on the Skyrim Workshop, my mods have received over 200,000 individual downloads and 2 donations. That means 0.001% of users donated. My main issue is that most mod users do not appreciate what it takes to produce a mod. I have spent over 2,000 hours working on my mods. Regardless of your position, the response to this development has been embarrassing and shameful. I truly believe that, all reasons aside, the primary reason people don't like this is because they don't want to spend money. A mere 4 days after the paid mod feature was announced, it was taken down. We've done this because it's clear we didn't understand exactly what we were doing. We understand our own games communities pretty well, but stepping into an established, years-old modding community in Skyrim was probably not the right place to start iterating. 2 years later, Bethesda would announce the Creation Club, an exclusive gang of hand-picked mod developers whose content could be...
Yeah, no, the Creation Club too, that also... Dude, that really pisses me off too. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I hate that. When they added that in, of course, the option is you don't have to put money into it, which is a good thing. It really is a good thing, man. But I'm not fucking giving you like my money, you know, to get these mods, because let's be honest, man, Bethesda doesn't deserve, you know, our money, because over the years, the company itself has just been so fucking shitty, and just how much of a disappointment they are. I mean, they really are, man.
Sold on an in-game marketplace for real money. Unlike paid mods, The Creation Club was more akin to Bethesda commissioning DLC from prominent mod creators. We won't allow any existing mods to be retrofitted into Creation Club. It must all be original content. Most of the Creation Club content is created internally, some with external partners who have worked on our games, and some by external creators. We've looked at many ways to do paid mods, and the problems outweigh the benefits. The Creation Club would allow you to buy new content for your games, like new weapons, new characters, and armor for your horse.
God, don't fucking start me with that fucking bullshit armor. Dude, the fact that Bethesda, right? Bethesda of all things, they were the ones that started the whole DLC thing. I shit you not. But I don't know, maybe there was another one, but to me, Bethesda was the one that sticked out the most just because how popular it was. And then they decided to release fucking DLC content, you know? And it was fucking ridiculous because, yeah, it was just for bullshit horse armor. Like, what the fuck, man? God, man, that shit, dude, it still pisses me off. The fact this started it off, and now we have this fucking problem with so much DLCs in gaming. It pisses me off. It really, really does. Because it just shows how fucking backwards this shit is, man. It really is. I won't forgive Bethesda what they did to just gaming in general. I won't forget that.
You know, like,
There we go.
Horse armor. If only we knew the damage you would bring. From universally mocked to begrudgingly accepted, Oblivion's horse armor was a sample of things to come. In March of 2006, only a few weeks after Oblivion's launch, its first piece of DLC crashed into the Xbox 360 marketplace. Labeled as the Horse Armor Pack, its description read, Tamriel is a dangerous place. Protect your horse from danger with this beautiful handcrafted armor. There are no refunds for this item. For just $2.50 of Xbox Marketplace points, you could own 2 beautiful sets of armor for your horse.
Yeah, but which, by the way, they don't do jack shit. That's it. Just only cosmetics. They don't do fucking shit. They don't like boost their look, they don't boost their fucking stats or anything. Like, they don't like run faster or jump higher or are they able to, you know, tank a lot of damage. No, it's just like, oh, look how pretty my horse is. It looks so cool. God, it's fucking dude, it's pissing me off right now. Fuck, man. Fuck.
1 elven and 1 steel. Fear not, for these sets are not merely cosmetic, and in fact double your horse's health. The DLC also includes a short quest.
Oh, really? Okay, well, my bad, but still though, you don't really fucking see the difference. I mean, you really, really don't.
Which introduces you to Snack, the character who bequeaths your poor financial decision onto your character. Don't forget, there are no refunds for this item. At the time, gamers had high standards for add-on content. Blizzard's expansion packs were legendary and often overshadowed the base game. Bethesda too had put out some great expansions, like Morrowind's Blood Moon, which received an 8.9 from IGN reporter Steve Butts. So you can imagine the whiplash of going from these massive expansions full of new worlds and characters and quests and items to horse armor. The DLC's close proximity to Oblivion's release also had players feeling like this was base game content which was surgically removed and then sold back to you for the price of a really bad car.
Yep.
Like a really, really bad car. Equine protection is now seen as one of the first instances of microtransactions. Downloadable in-game content is a main focus of Microsoft's strategy heading into the next-gen console war. These microtransactions, as they're called, let gamers expand their experience, sometimes for a nominal fee.
Yeah, no. I can already hear Todd Howard's like, it just works, guys. It just works.
I've always wondered who
fucking amateur
buys this shit in video games, but I think people like Good Gamer 3000 kind of answered that question for me. This is pretty crazy to charge for something like this, but I just bought it anyways. I really wanted that horse armor. I don't know why.
What?
Lol.
Why would you buy it? Why would you buy it, you fucking narc, dude? Oh my god, man.
Reaction was not positive. Wow, what a friggin' ripoff. $2.50 for this crap. It costs more than the standard Xbox Marketplace themes, and that's basically what it is. A theme for your horse. I hope Bethesda considers lowering the prices on future content. This should cost no more than 40 points or 50 cents. Agreed. We need to break this model now and not buy any of this content. If people buy it, they'll keep making it. Tragically, people did not, in fact, stop buying this content. In hindsight, Todd believes that it wasn't the content that was the issue, but the price.
Horse armor is not bad. I think horse armor.
Okay, Todd. Alright. Okay. Alright, you dumb motherfucker, man. The reason why you're saying that, man, the reason why you're saying it is because you want the money, and second of all, nobody fucking wants it. Like, seriously, nobody wants it. And it was fucking bad because it was like $2.99. Like, that shit's not even worth it, man. Like, yeah, like the comment said over there, yeah, it would, like, it should have cost like 50 cents. Like, come on, dude. And the fact that you're trying to defend this shit, Todd, I'm not fucking surprised. You are a fucking moron, and you deserve to be fucking, like, criticized a lot, like a hell of a lot. Especially what you did with the Fallout series too. Like, Jesus Christ, like the Fallout TV series, dude, season 2, man, it was fucking donkey shit. I hated it, man. Like, I really, season 1, like, it was like, okay, yeah, but it was cool and all, but I just didn't like, I didn't like it, you know, I didn't like it. And dude, I just fucking turned it off, man. I turned it off, and the story, not only that, the storyline and the settings, it didn't make any absolute fucking sense at all. Like, there was no exact timeline to it because it was like fucking everywhere. I didn't understand it. Like, what exact timeline is this? So I just fucking gave up and said, fuck this shit. I'm done, man. I ain't doing this shit, man. Fuck that, man.
is fine. The price point at the time was the issue.
Interestingly, they initially wanted to sell it for less, but were talked out of it by Microsoft.
For what it is, actually, I think it's fine. You armor your horse, you can buy it, there's new dialogue. And we felt, well, it's probably worth this. I won't say who at Microsoft said, well, that's less than we sell a theme for. You should charge this, you can always lower it. We're like, okay.
Bethesda would go on to release several more pieces of small paid DLC for Oblivion. Having learned their lesson, this DLC included much more content than horse armor for much less, and were generally well received as a result. Oblivion's 2 expansion packs, which both featured extensive amounts of additional content, were both only $7.50 more than horse armor. Horse armor has since become a meme in the gaming community, with Bethesda themselves joining in to kick themselves in the ghoulies, after a parody ad in PC Gamer magazine announced that Skyrim's first DLC would be crab armor. Bethesda's Creation Club would make this joke a reality. The Elven and Steel horse armor sets are also available in Skyrim's Creation Club, although Bethesda now gives them away for free. 17 years of being...
Yeah, that's so great. Yeah, they gave it away for free. Oh my god, I am so honored to get some bullshit cosmetic that it doesn't do fucking shit. Like, really. I mean, that's only if you're riding like your horse. If you like that type of shit, I mean, it's okay, cool, whatever, man, but it's just, nah, that ain't it, man. That ain't it.
Worn down later, the public's view on microtransactions is still negative. Of course, everyone on Reddit and 4chan and Twitter and YouTube are free to scream until we're red in the face to not buy any of this bullshit. That's not going to stop some offline 34-year-old dad on his lunch break who just wants to drop $20 on Diablo Immortal because he's been psychologically conditioned into thinking that it's a good deal.
Yeah, no, that is true. It really is, man, because they do this tactic and it's so fucking scummy. It really pisses me off, especially like those special events. Like, it's gonna be like a one-time thing, you know. It's, if you don't get it, man, this is gonna be your last shot. Not only that, it's every game you probably played, like fucking Apex, you know, Apex Legends, fucking League of Legends, you know, I can name a couple more, but those ones. Oh, and Call of Duty 2. You know, like, those are the games that stood out to me. You know, because because they're trying to like bring in players. Like, cause if you don't get this cool thing, you're never gonna see this ever again. It's gonna be a limited time only. And that's what they do that in gaming. Like almost everyone does it, and it's really really sickening. Really.
$2.50 won't even get you an American trucker hat in Bethesda's own Fallout 76.
$5? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Dude. Oh my god.
Let alone some shiny shielding for your four-legged friend. Speaking of Fallout 76.
Oh no. Here we go.
Fallout 76 is pretty much one big scandal in itself.
Yep.
But unfortunately, some vaguely internet-shaped, history-like person.
Yeah, no, I was about to say Fallout 76. No, dude, that game was... Dude, it was such a fucking scam in my opinion, man. Because it was like for like online multiplayer, you know? But when they first released, dude, it was fucking riddled with so much bugs. Like you had no idea. Like you really have no idea. And there was so much like how so much things you can exploit that it's fucking insane. Like what was it? I think I think it was like a guy who actually found an admin control where you can actually like bring like the weapons into the multiplayer game, which was fucking insane. And the fact that the Bethesda didn't even know about it, it was like one of those like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, you can like we can do that? Like what? Like Jesus, man. Like that game it was so much riddled with bugs, man. Like you have no fucking idea. Oh man.
Has already covered most of those stories. But hey, I'm all for sloppy seconds. So let's talk about...
I might actually watch that though. I am curious a little bit more about Fallout 76. You know, they're like I said, there's so much more into Fallout 76. It's just so disgusting, man. I did like you're in the what was it? You're in like in the south, which I did like in the mountains. That I actually did like that setting. I thought it was so fucking cool. But I just despise the fact that you need to play online, and it's also like a multiplayer. Like I hated it. Oh, and also the community over there, for the Fallout 76 community, they actually will like hook you up. They will help you. Like randos would just like give you like the most overpowered weapons just to help any newcomer out. I used to play it, not as a lot. Like don't blame me, all right? I was just I don't know. I think I was just so bored, but anyway. Like I said, I was brand new. I didn't know what was going on, and a guy with the power suit armor actually gave me his like overpowered like weapon. He gave me all of his like gear. I said, and I was like asking like, yeah, sure, man, you're good with this? I'm like, yeah, man, I don't care. You can take it. You can have it. I'm like, oh shit, that's so cool, and it just helped me through. I think the majority of my playthrough, like it was crazy. But other than that, like I said, the game is just shit. Like, please don't buy the game. Do not buy Fallout 76, even though it's probably gonna be on sale and probably cost like what, like it's like $6. Trust me, it's not worth it. To me, it's just fucking boring. It's not worth it, really.
Fallout first. Fallout 76, for those of you who don't know, is Bethesda's clumsy foray into the always online live service model of gaming. Since this game is always online, Bethesda couldn't rely on modders to fix all their bugs and remove all their bras, and the game was a hot mess on launch. 76 dropped as a full price game with the aforementioned hat-themed microtransaction shop. This lets you purchase clothes, items for your camp, and cosmetics for your character, like this balding haircut that seems like the sort of thing you'd pay not to have on your character. A year into the game's belabored existence, Bethesda realized that the only people still playing this half-baked bugfest must be huge suckers, and so they announced Fallout First. Fallout First is an optional subscription service for Fallout 76. So just to recap, you have to purchase the game in order to play it. There's microtransactions on top of that, and now there's a subscription service on top of that. So what does $12.99 USD a month or $100 for a year's subscription get you? Well, you'll get a mixture of long requested player features, which are now locked behind a paywall, and solutions to inconveniences that, you guessed it, they designed. These include the ability to host your own private worlds without a bunch of other players gunking up the place, allowing you to imagine that you're playing a much better Fallout game. A monthly allowance of 1,650 atoms, the game's premium currency for its in-game shop, allowing you to purchase as many balding hairstyles as your heart desires. A scrap box which lets you hold all of your crafting components with unlimited space, and most importantly, a survival tent. The tent is the real draw here, giving you quick, easy, unlimited access to your stash, the aforementioned scrap box, as well as a cooking station, a sleeping bag, an instrument, and a goon cave. One Redditor, who has since deleted their account in shame, posted about their experience after playing 12 hours with Fallout First. When I moved my junk from stash to scrapbox, I freed nearly 400 libs. Getting an extra 400 pounds of stash is huge. The tent is the real balance breaker though, not the scrap box. It effectively means that I'll never be encumbered again. With the tent, I gather everything, and I mean everything. When I hit the encumbrance limit, I smack down a tent, which costs nothing and has no cooldown, scrap all the junk, and store all the weapons and armor. So yeah, this is pay to win. There are just too many advantages granted to mark it off as not being pay to win. That said, this isn't an insurmountable advantage, but it is the first step on a slippery slope. One exceptionally perturbed individual snagged up falloutfirst.com and used it in order to parody the official Bethesda announcement. The comedic genius.
So yeah, the membership, the monthly items, and then iconic Fallout armor for exclusive members. Okay, that's okay. That fucking sucks. And then really just unique emotes and unique item emotes and icons only available to members. Okay, dude, this is just fucking dumb. And the fact that this guy actually bought it, shame on you, dude. Shame on you for buying it.
Behind this seems to think that swearing is the pinnacle of comedy. And so the entire thing is based around the gag that what if it was called Fallout Fuck You First? You have to imagine just how mad someone is for them to purchase a domain, rewrite an entire news article, and then code up an entire website so that it matches the CSS of the Bethesda website. Still, that sentiment rang true across the community as a whole. It wasn't a meme or joke. WTF. I thought someone was making fun of how stupidly far they'll go to make money, picking a ludicrous exaggeration. Holy hell, it's real. Bethesda isn't even concerned about perception anymore. They're going full EA Activision now. And
Yes,
it's
they
giving
are.
me huge concerns about what the next Outer Scrolls will be like.
Which supposedly is not going to come out until supposedly 2030. That's what the rumors are saying, but I highly doubt it that it's going to come in 2030. And what is it? The next Fallout game? No, don't expect that game coming anytime soon. That's the game is going to come out somewhere in 2040, not 2040, maybe like 2050, which it's going to be a real, it's going to be a real fucking doozy. I can already hear Todd Howard like, see guys, now we have talking vehicles. Yeah, isn't that great? And now the game is actually functional. We actually fix a lot of bugs. Yay. No, dude. Like I said, those games, they're not going to come.
This premium service also included some premium bugs. as you'd expect from Bethesda. Placing your camp could sometimes just cause your entire game to crash. Your
That's
scrap
crazy.
box would sometimes gobble up all of the scrap that you put in it, like your mum at the cock and penis eating festival competition, which left some players without any of their hard-earned junk. Private servers were only as private as your friends list, which meant that that guy that you added 14 years ago after a fun game of Team Fortress 2, who just sort of sits on your friends list and keeps changing his profile, so you can't really remember if he's one of your real friends or not, so you can't quite bring yourself to delete him, but you don't really know who he is. That guy can just join you. Bethesda's dedication to saving the planet appears to extend to their private servers, as some players found worlds that appeared to be recycled. These featured dead NPCs killed by another player, as well as missing loot that was no doubt jingling around the pockets of another Fallout First subscriber. 9 months into Fallout First's existence, which is long enough for you to have a child if you're not the sort of person who spends $12.99 on a Fallout First subscription, Bethesda had yet to deliver on some of the promised features. These included increased camp budget for private worlds, increased camp build area for private worlds, persistent workshops for private worlds, and discounts on Atom Shop items. Today...
Oh, and also at the time, there wasn't really any NPCs, if I remember correctly. I think the only NPC was when you first got out and then went to a town or a village or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember. But after that, when you go explore, there's no NPCs whatsoever. Like this, I'm talking about from the very when the game was released. There was like no NPCs whatsoever. It was only like tape recordings. That was it. Like the world itself, it was dead. The only thing they had was only like enemies, raiders, death claws and all that shit. That was it. That was the majority of it. And the game itself, man, it was just like he said, it was so fucking buggy as all hell, man. The amount of exploitations you can just do and just break the game, it's awful, man. But like, what can you do, right? Like this video is actually pretty good. It's actually really great, because what surprised me was the first one about the nude mod. That's actually surprisingly crazy. But yeah, even right now as we're talking, yeah, Bethesda's in the shitter. I don't think they're ever gonna recover, because the decision making is just trash, and supposedly they're gonna remaster Fallout 3 and New Vegas. They're gonna remaster it, and of course they're not gonna make any improvements. They're just gonna leave it how it was years ago, just a big buggy mess. But other than that, man, yeah, it's me, your boy Monkey Man. All right, I'll see you guys later, right, man? Okay, bye.